Welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, welcome back. I'm glad you came. We are in the tack room again today, and I have got the wall behind me completely sealed in. So all of the, fixing the concrete is as done as it's gonna get, and I am going to paint, I think. I'm not sure, I don't believe I have enough paint because I'm doing this with discount paint that I buy from when we go to the big box stores, and they've got really cheap paint for, it's a mistake paint or whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and start putting what paint I have, putting some coats on here and getting it painted. And yeah, so that's what we're doing at the moment. But stay tuned, it might change. You never know with us. So for those of you who don't know, this is my feed room. It is currently completely empty. It was a bathroom in the shop part of the old chicken barn that is on this property in Arkansas that we purchased last December. I have ripped the tub out, the vanity and the tub are actually sitting out there in the barn. You can see them. And I'm turning this into a feed room. So it's completely empty and a blank slate so that I can hang things where I want to hang them. And probably I'm going to line up all of my feed bins on the left-hand side because we do like to mix our own grains. So I do need a lot of trash cans with feed in them. But we'll see what we get into. I'm not going to bore you by talking, but what I will do is let you check on the beep beeps. We're mostly sleeping. Some are saddled up to the bar, getting a drink of water. But most of them are just sleeping. Uh-oh, here comes the boss. Yep, she's here. Wait! I can't do that. I can't. Holy cow. So, I cannot paint this room because of the chicks. Fumes from paint can be toxic to poultry. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do for now is I will just keep buying my discount paint. I was a little worried anyway that I didn't have enough paint to cover this whole space because it's about 800 square feet of wall space. So it's okay. We will just get this feed room re-put back together again and wait until the chicks are done brooding, and then we'll paint it. Maybe we can paint it next winter for a project then. It's okay for it not to be painted. I just didn't want to have to take everything down off the walls and re-put it back up. But it's not a bad idea to clean your feed room at least once a year anyway. So that's what we're gonna do because I don't want to do anything that can harm our cute little chicks. So I can't believe, almost had a terrible mother moment there. Wow, I bet you guys were all screaming at me through your screens. Sorry. We're not painting. We're just gonna put it back together and move on to our next project. We are getting there. I still have a workbench there. And the chicks are kind of throwing me off. And of course I've got to set up another brooder too. So I'm leaving that corner open because that's my only working outlet in here. And so that kind of threw me for a loop. But basically what I've done. I've started the feed bins, and I'm going through and labeling everything. You know, these are my alfalfa pellets. These are my oats. I've got my chicken stuff there, garbage can. I brought the cabinet back in. We're gonna put a countertop on it. I'm just gonna put a board on it, nothing fancy. And then I repurposed that shelf. It was actually laying out in that junk pile in the barn, covered in like an inch of dust. And so I took it out, hosed it off, and went ahead and put that shelf up. There is a photo of me and Miss Velvet up in the high lakes of Oregon. There's a cute one. That's me as a baby, feeding my mom's cart horse. And Barrel Horse News article, and then my childhood horse, that was my Appy, barrel racing, can chasing. So anyway, I'm slowly but surely getting through all my stuff. This is just kind of, I'm starting to stack things over here, but I'm knowing that when those chicks move out, I'll have that whole corner. So we'll see how we go. But Rumor, no, yuck. But I did want to take you out here. I want to show you an update on the groom shop if I can. It's getting dark. I always run out of daylight. I know, I'm coming. Antsy Pantsy, she's ready to come in. It's probably gonna be too dark in there. We'll see. I love my steps. No. So you can now see the size of the bathing room. This is where my counter will go. I'll be able to look out at the farm. And that is the window cut out in between the lobby and the bathing room, where that window will go. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Hi. Hi. You wiggle? You wiggle? Effie, can you wiggle? Oh, she's funny. Do the farm dog wiggle? Oh. Oh, she says no, but I can do the farm dog itch. Oh, there's trouble. Hi, Hazy. We have a very mad mare. She's ready to go inside. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, it's starting to rain. You coming? Always the bestest. Hi, kids. Get him. They're funny. Funny, funny dogs. Okay. I have waters to do. They stand there forever. Oh, to live in dog time. You know, they're here for so much less time than we are. Yet, they take the time to enjoy life. They act like they're never going to run out of it. We can learn a lot from dogs. Okay. Moving in and organizing. I came across this thought that I just thought I better share because it's been very helpful to me. And once somebody says it to you, you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't think of that. But one thing that we have done, because obviously your feed room gets full in a hurry, especially if it's chick season and you've got, I'm going to have 2 brooders in here, taking up a lot of space. So one thing that I do is I do use these totes, and these totes are really nice because you can label the top of them. And for instance, this one is going to be all heated elements. There's a big tank de-icer. There's a heated water bowl in there. And then I'll give you some other instances. So that tub right there is all of my lamb stuff. It's for bottle lambs. It's got milk replacer. It's got nipples. It's got bucket feeders for bottle lambs. Those 2 totes are all rabbit stuff. Rabbit water bottles, rabbit mats, rabbit feeders, minerals. I don't have rabbits right now, and they can be outside in the barn and be fine. There's a couple totes in the back there that are baby chicken stuff, baby chicken waters and things that clutter your workspace up. Hello, Liz. How are you? You're awfully big. There we go. Things that clutter your workspace, your tack room, your feed room up. You can put those things in totes, label them, and then put them out in the barn or somewhere that you can store them, stack them, and come back to them when you need them. And then they've got a spot, I guess is what I'm saying. Because our feed rooms just get, really cluttered up with the fly sprays and the brushes and all the feeds and the minerals and the treats and the cookies and all that stuff. So that is just my thought that I wanted to share. Don't be afraid to use totes, Tupperwares, buckets with lids on them. They don't have to be food grade. And that's how I store all of my minerals. And when I do have open bags of, the Happy Hen or the mealworms, I will store those in buckets as well because they're stackable. And they keep your stuff dry and they keep the rodents out. So just ideas for you. Okay, it's finally as done as it's gonna get for probably this season. Maybe next winter I'll have time to clear everything out and reorganize and paint, but can't harm the, take a chance of harming the babies. So this is basically what we have. I've got shampoos and conditioners and cookies and some medications. That shelf will come in really handy for, you know, just things that I'm using right now. And then underneath the cupboard, which there's a hole in it now, but underneath the cupboard, I've got my gallon jugs of fly spray and all my chicken stuff. A cat that I have to get out of here. Some photos for memories, and of course we have our all stock here, and then our alfalfa pellets and oats, and the green bucket is cookies, Equine Senior, my chick starter. There's my tail bags. That's my water bottle carrier for my saddle that I can hook to my saddle so that when I go out riding I have a water bottle. Reins, bridles, fly masks, the chick brooders will be here in this corner for the near future. That's all fly blankets and extra blankets. One of my favorite signs that I just recently got. Just, you know, fair warning. And on this side I have my spare buckets because I find that if I need one and I have to go chase one down, that I tend to just leave whatever it is in the bag, and that having these right here with the lids helps me stay organized, and I can just, when I open the bag, I just empty it into the bucket, label the bucket, and it's good to go. And here I just put, you know, hardwares, nails, there's some extra heat lamp bulbs. This is the calf milk replacer and the calf manna, which we give as a supplement, not as a feed. At this time, our scale, horse minerals and sheep mineral salt, and I just did, you know, I just did duct tape and a Sharpie, you guys. This is not fancy. That is my medicine box, one of my medicine boxes, and then below that is my shears, my sheep shears, because I shear my own sheep. The calf minerals, my feed buckets, and of course the gallon jug. Everybody always kind of freaks out about that. They think it's Sunny D. Those are electrolytes, and I buy my electrolytes in a concentrate form, and then I make them up by the gallon, and I put on there the ration, you know, what I need to be feeding. If I need it, my brain's not going to be, you know, thinking about, oh, well, how much did I do? Because who knows in between times that you use it. So that's my electrolytes. Just take a moment. Say goodnight to the beep beeps. Good night, beep beeps. I know. Good night, beep beeps. This is where the bossy dog has been all day. If she is not in the house, she is right here with me, watching the beep beeps. That is her job for the foreseeable future. I know, girls, it's late. It's time to go in, huh? Yeah, everybody's right here. Concrete floor is cold. They're wanting to go inside. So that's what we'll do. It's time to call it a night, huh? My phone is so dusty and dirty from this job. My glasses are dusty. I'm a mess. But thanks, you guys, for coming along and basically creating my feed room with me. Sorry that we couldn't paint it, but the safety of our chicks is number one, and God knows I have many other tasks that I need to complete, and you guys are probably ready to move on to something different. So more to come next week, and I really appreciate you guys showing up and watching my videos and subscribing and liking and sharing and doing all the wonderful things that you do. I will talk to you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Yours truly.